Well, welcome back to the Vero Projects. Today we're going to go ahead and show you how to build a wedding arc. Got kind of inspired by some of the stuff that I've seen out there like anawhite and other DIYers. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how easy it is to build one on a budget. Okay? Alright, as you see here, I got myself three 4x4s and three 2x2s. And that's what I'm going to use in order for me to go ahead and build it. I also got myself some of these construction screws, 3.5 inches. The reason I get these is because they self-driven screws. They automatically drill themselves into the wood. It's very easy to go ahead and put them in. But just to show you what that looks like overall, you're going to separate the 4x4s in parallel, right? So you have one here on the left and you have one here on the right. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab a 2x2 and you're going to put it on top of it. Okay, the best way to go about this is by actually measuring 7 inches and 1/4 and 7 inches and 1/4 and placing it there. Okay? Okay. And I did the exact same thing on this side. And what I do is I actually put in 2 screws in here to hold it in place, because I'm going to have to flip it over and do the exact same thing on the other side with the 2x4. Another thing I want you to mention is make sure you mention in between this beam and the next beam that it's 75 inches across on the top and also on the bottom, to make sure that it's nice and even. So I'm back. So I went ahead and I flipped it over and I placed another 2x4 on top. And what I did is I made sure I measured like I did last time. 7 inches and 1/4. Okay. Another thing I did is I also made sure that this is also aligned. Okay. And this is also aligned here. And you want to do the exact same thing on the other end, to make sure that everything is nice and even and flush, as you see. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and place some screws here and on the other end. Alright guys, so overall this is how it's looking right now. I went ahead and I screwed those in. That second 2x4, I screwed that in, so it's ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is there's going to be the 4x4 that's going to go in here is an angle on both sides right here, an angle, right? And that's gonna hold it and make it extremely sturdy. And basically I have the 4x4 right here, and you see I measured it at 27 inches. I'm not sure if you can really see it, but about 27 inches on both sides. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a meter saw, and this is gonna allow me to go ahead and cut it. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these at a 45-degree angle. What I typically do is I use one of these rulers that allows me to go ahead and align it to cut it in that 45-degree angle that I need to. Alright, and that's what I'm looking to do right now. So what I need to do is adjust the cutting tool to that. So what you're going to do is you're going to go grab one of these that you just cut, and obviously you're going to sand it down and whatnot, but what I want to show you is that this is going to slide in here perfectly, and you're going to screw it in this way, and it's going to hold it tight. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. So let's go ahead and sand this so we get it nice and clean, so we can go ahead and flush it in. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I sanded it, and you see here I still haven't attached it yet, but it'll fall extremely flush even on this side. Okay, you're going to screw it on both ends here. You're going to screw it from this side and the other side and make sure it's tight. Okay, here's the other side, what that looks like right now. So basically, after we're done with this particular section, what we're going to do is we're going to create the legs. That's fairly easy to do. It's really cutting 2x4 in two pieces and creating that leg. I'll show you how to do that. But as you see, it's starting to actually look like an arc. And then you can either spray paint it, you can stain it so that all the wood looks exactly the same. Whatever it is that you want to do for that wedding or anniversary, you're able to go ahead and do that. Alright, so we're back. We're going to go ahead and make the bottom part of the legs. Since I don't have any help, a good idea is to go ahead and get like 2 Home Depot buckets. Kind of help you raise it. Okay, in order for you to go ahead and mount those legs that I was telling you about. We're going to go ahead here. Okay, what I did is I cut the 2x4s at 28 inches. I found the center spot, and basically I drew the square exactly where that 4x4 is going to go on. Go ahead and show you. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to mount this. You're going to make sure it aligns right exactly where I said that 4x4 is going to go. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. So like I said, we're going to go ahead and mount it here. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of prep the screw a little bit first. Okay. Put the screw there kind of to have it in place, so that way it's much easier for me to go ahead. Now you can nail it first if you want, but I'm just going to go ahead and kind of eye it. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to put 5 down here just to hold it in place. You're going to go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other side. Another thing to keep in mind, when we did cut those 4x4s to put them in that angle, and these are the extra spots, what I typically do is I grab them and I'll glue them here so it has a nice finish. I do one on one side and one on the other. You can also nail it in if you want, or screw them in. But I figured every time I screw them in, they typically crack. So I've been starting to nailing them in or glue them so it stays nice and firm. Alright, so let me show you what it looks like overall. It's looking pretty good. Make sure you have enough screws everywhere you go. I make sure I put 2 in here, 2 in there on the side. You can do 3 or 5 here. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and glue those corner spots like I told you about. I'm going to put that baby there, put that one there. That's how it's going to look at the bottom. See how it looks? Pretty good design. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Go ahead and put that one there. And it doesn't matter the color of the wood. You notice that some of it's a little bit more orange, a little bit darker than the other one. That's not a big deal because once you stain it, all of that's going to go completely away. You're not going to notice it. But I just want to show you what it looks like pretty much finished. So let's go ahead and nail these guys in and glue them in. Now you don't need to have a nail gun like this. I just use it because I have it, but you can just use regular nails if you want. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Gorilla Glue. That's for wood, right? I'm going to put some of it on it. Some on here. Okay. bottom. Now there's a little bit of excess, it's fine. You can just wipe it out. It's going to dry clear, so you're not going to notice it. Go. I'm going to do the other side. Okay, so went ahead and finished the legs, and you're all set. I'm going to do another video later to show you how to stain it, so that way you can actually see what it looks like. Well, I hope you guys liked the video. Let me know if you go ahead and create one of these. I would love to see some images. Place them in the comments or send me a link. It's a pretty fun project to do. It's really fast to do. And I hope you really enjoyed it. And please go ahead and subscribe. Thank you. See you next time.